I want to begin this session with actually a song from the last session, which Chris did, but I forgot to turn on the recording, so it got left out. So there's always second chances when it comes to the song circle. So, Chris,
All right. Well, this next song I'm going to do a cappella, or Acapulco, as they say. It's a song called O Nakitosh, and it's Creole ballad from way back. I guess I'll start off with Nakitosh. There's a couple of sister cities, one in Texas, one in Louisiana. Nacogdoches in Texas has a relation to Natchitoches in Louisiana. Now, Natchitoches is spelled Natchi, Natchitoches, Tocches. Doesn't make any sense for the spelling for pronunciation in French. It doesn't make any sense for the pronunciation in English either way. They call it Natchitoches in English, and in French, it's Nakitosh. And that area is a real interesting area, very Creole area. And in French, the original meaning for Creole was people of Old World descent, born and raised in the New World. And in other words, at that time, mostly French and Spanish. But over time, came to include African descent as well. There's a little bit of debate over that because in French, the word Creole can also be referred to possessions or cultural aspects, Café Creole, Creole coffee, Poulain Creole, Creole pony, etc. And around that area, there's a lot of pride. Well, there's a particular community, the Cane River Creole people, who are all descended from a particular family where the matriarch was African and the patriarch was a French lieutenant. Had this slave who took care of the household, his household, and one in particular, her nickname was Quang Quang, and she actually, the stories go that she's of royal descent in Africa, and also she was an herbalist, so she saved the life of somebody in the family. But they fell in love, and there's a whole community of folks along the Cane River that claim African, French, and Spanish descent and Indian descent, and interesting culture. Anyway, I'm going to sing this song. It's a song of mourning. Natchitoches was founded in 1714, and this song probably comes from around that time, maybe before. You know, modern music, it's a lot of tears in my beers, my wife up and left me, and this one is a little more serious. In the 1700s, they were worried about things like yellow fever, so this is my true love is dying. Oh, Nakitosh, y avait un brun à qui je veux lui faire fortune. J'ai que mes dimanches pour aller la voir. J'ai que mes dimanches pour aller la voir. Et pas un beau matin, je me faudra aller. Je l'ai trouvé sur son lit, couché. Dormez belle, sommeillez-vous. Belle est nos amours, je ne pense qu'à vous. Oh non, ni je dors, ni je me sommeille. Toute la nuit, je suis privé. Mon cher amant, je ne pense qu'à vous. Mon cher amant, tu mariés à nous. J'irai me faire bâtir un ermitage. Yuk m'en manger, ça serait d'herbage. Et ma boisson, ça serait des pleurs. Pour deux amours qui vivent en longueur. Et si que vous avez un habit à prendre, Prenez-la donc couleur de sang, parce que c'est la plus triste couleur pour deux amants qui vivent en longueur. Et si que vous avez un habit à prendre, prenez-la donc couleur de sang, parce que c'est la plus triste couleur pour deux amants qui vivent en longueur.
So it's just been my only contribution today, but one reason I came to the United States when I was 19 is I was kind of attracted by the outside world and about American lifestyle and a few other things. I was meant to leave for 6 weeks from England during a summer term, and I didn't go back for 7 years, but that's another story. But I was always attracted by the passion and the yearning and the angst in teenage love songs, you know. Things like Love Hurts and Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? Here's one that has always fascinated me, that Linda Ronstadt used to sing it. It's called Long, Long Time. Caught in my fears, blinking back the tears. I can't say you hurt me when you never let me near, and I never drew one response from you. Oh, the way you fell all over girls you never knew, 'cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine, and I think it's gonna hurt me for a long, long time. Wait for the day you'll go away, knowing that you warned me of the price I'd have to pay, and life's full of flaws. Who knows the cause? Living in a memory of a love that never was, 'cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine, and I think I'm gonna miss you for a long, long time. 'Cause I've done everything I know to try and make you mine, and I think I'm gonna love you for a long, long time.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
Yay!
We'll move along now to Mary Jane. I'm muting everyone again, and you're on. If you please to unmute, Mary Jane.
Okay, well, I'm going bluegrass today.
and turn my light on. So I just have a little bit more light. Bluegrass with Oh Death. This is my own arrangement of it. I got the words, of course, from other sources, particularly Ralph Stanley, but I decided it needed to be arranged in this manner, so I hope you like it. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking over me? Well, I am death, none can excel, I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray, could you wait to call me another day? The children prayed, the preacher preached, time and mercy are out of your reach. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another year? My mother came to my bed, placed a cold towel upon my head. My head is warm, my feet are cold, death is a moving upon my soul. I'll fix your feet so you can't walk, I'll lock your jaw so you can't talk, I'll close your eyes so you can't see this very air, come and go with me. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another year? Oh, death, how you're tweeting me, you close my eyes so I can't see. You're hurting my body, you're making me cold, you run my life right out of my soul. Death, I come to take the soul, leave the body and leave it cold, to drop the flesh off of the frame, dirt and worm both have a claim. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another year? Oh, death, please consider my age, please don't take me at this stage. My wealth is all at your command if you will move your icy hands. The old, the young, the rich, the poor, all will come to me for sure. No wealth, no land, no silver, no gold, nothing satisfies me but your soul. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over to another year? Won't you spare me over to another year? Won't you spare me over to another year? And there it is.
Well, that cheered me up.
It's a COVID song.
Well,
Who
yes,
did
it's
that song other than
a timely item.
who did that other than Ralph Stanley?
Doc Boggs.
Ah,
Right.
yes. Okay.
Doc Boggs did it, and it goes way, way back. I mean, I've seen some of those lyrics here and there in some of the old English folk song collections. Dave will, of course, know.
Missy Jones did it.
And there's Mark. Good to see Mark back with us. I've been meaning to ask you what the meaning of your email was. You said like 5 letters, and I can't remember what they. It was a little cryptic. I don't know if Mark can hear me yet. Oh, no. You need to unmute, Mark. There you are. still bumping your microphone around, huh?
Last week, as I waited around about 10 minutes, as as because there was no connection between me and you.
Oh, that's
I
odd.
figured that I'd has been locked out, and that was the end of it.
No.
I
Nope,
don't know.
nope.
It's
We were
strange.
all here, and the link hasn't changed. But anyway, you're back now, so it's good to see you. And sorry you couldn't make it last week.
Right.
So I think now we'll spin the wheel and move on to Sandy and Jeff.
Mhm.
I'm muting everyone. Oh no, I hit the wrong button again. So hold on. Mute all, not unmute all. There we go. Okay, already, Sandy and Jeff.
Okay, we're going to play a traditional song from 1895. You may have heard of it. The band played on. Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde. And I'm going to play an alto recorder that's made out of ebony. And then the joints have ivory in between. So it's kind of like maybe somebody tore up a piano to make this instrument. I don't know. And Jeff's going to play his regular guitar. And we'll do our arrangement of this. Okay. Yay! Nice dog work in the background there.
Does that recorder have a maker's mark on it?
You mean who it's made by?
Yes.
It's a Mech. It's a
Okay.
Mech from Germany.
All right.
Don't try to take it out of the country with that ivory on it. They won't let you bring it back in.
It's
really?
very, very old. I got it from a professional player in California. She used it for a long, long time, and then she died, and it went to her estate, and it came back to Texas. And then I bought it used from her about 10 years ago. So it's a pretty, pretty old instrument, but it still works.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. It's hard to find all ebony recorders anymore.
Yeah, it really is. They used to be really expensive, but since I got this one so old and so used, I got a pretty good deal.
Right.
You did a good job of tending your dog, too.
Yeah, our dogs, they always like to harmonize, you know.
Okay, well, we shall move along to Dave. I am muting everyone. And we are now ready for Dave and maybe Dave and Karen. I don't know if she's there.
Karen will probably be joining me on this. I think Karen will do one after I do this one, but this is a song that I think Terry will really like. It's right up his alley. It's a song called Once I Had an Old Gray Mare. And there's lots of different versions of it. This is the one I like the best. It comes from a recording that Mike Seeger made many years ago. Once I had an old gray mare, once I had an old gray mare, once I had an old gray mare, saddled her up and I rode to the fair. When I got there she was feeling pretty tired, when I got there she was feeling pretty tired, when I got there she was feeling pretty tired, she lay down in the old churchyard. Some people began to sing and pray, some people began to sing and pray, some people began to sing and pray, my old mare began to bray. She wanted religion. So we took her to the river to be baptized, took her to the river to be baptized, took her to the river to be baptized, got her in the water up to her eyes, but the water wasn't deep enough. So preacher went to souse her under, preacher went to souse her under, preacher went to souse her under, his foot slipped and he did blunder, stepped on a slick rock. Well, my old mare, she walked right out, my old mare, she walked right out, my old mare, she walked right out, she began to sing and shout, she had that good old time religion. I got on my old mare's trail, I got on my old mare's trail, I got on my old mare's track, found her in a mud hole up to her back. She tried to walk a log and she fell off, tried to follow a log and she fell off, tried to walk a log and she fell off. My old mare died of the whooping cough. No, it wasn't, it was a bad cold. So out with my knife and I begin, out with my knife and I begin, out with my knife and I begin. Wasn't many hours for I had her skin. That was one Sunday morning as I came home from the Quaker meeting. Well, I took a hide home and I put it in the loft, took a hide home and put it in the loft, took a hide home and put it in the loft. Along come a rogue and carried it off. I guess he was gonna make him a pair of boots out of it. Well, darn that rogue that carried it off, darn that rogue that carried it off, darn that rogue that carried it off. He left my feet all out to the frost.
Exceptional. Exceptional. Well done, sir. Well done.
Alrighty.
I added that bit about the Quaker meeting for you, Terry.
Thank you. The only problem is that Quakers never did do baptisms. Not of mules, at least. Another great great mule song. So Karen's coming up next here.
She wants to pass. She'll do it next time around.
Okay, next round for Karen. And this round, we're up to Jim Turtelot. Let me mute everyone. And Jim, when you're ready to unmute, we will begin.
There we go. This is a song I learned, 50 years ago from a Tom Rush record. It's a song from the Islands. Cane standing in the field, getting old and red. Lot of misery in Georgetown, 3 men lying dead. Joshua, head of a government, he say strike for better pay. Cane cutters are striking, Joshua gone away. Joshua gone Barbados, staying in a big hotel. People on St. Vincent got many sad tales to tell. Sugar Mill owner told the strikers, don't need you to cut my cane. Bring in another bunch of fellas, your strike be all in vain. Bring in a bunch of tough fellas, bring them from Zion Hill. Bring them in a bus to Georgetown, swear somebody get killed. And Sonny Charlie overseer, I swear he's an ignorant man, walking through the cane fields, pistol in his hand. There's a lot of misery in Georgetown, you can hear the women bawl. Joshua gone Barbados, he don't care at all. Joshua gone Barbados, just like he don't know. People on the island, they got no place to go. Police giving protection, new fellas cutting cane. Strikers can't do nothing, strike be all in vain. And Sonny Charlie curses strikers, he wave his pistol around. They're beating Sonny with a cutlass, beat him to the ground. Cane standing in the field, getting old and red. Sonny Charlie in the hospital, pistol on his bed. Joshua gone Barbados, staying in a big hotel. People on St. Vincent got many sad tales to tell. I wish I could go to England, Trinidad or Curacao, but people on the island, they ain't got no place to go. Joshua gone Barbados, just like he don't know. People on the island got no place to go.
Great song. I'd heard that several times, but I never knew much about the background.
Joshua was a labor leader on the island of St. Vincent, and he was also the first prime minister this is in the 50s at some point, late 50s. He was off during a strike at some sort of conference of bigwigs of the various islands, trying at that time to establish some sort of what sounds like it was sort of supposed to be a Caribbean common market, but at the time there was this strike of the cane cutters going on, and he went anywhere in sight. Not an uncommon position for leaders of the people to be in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Errol, how about the Becks? Alan, Karen, are you still here? Oh, there you are. Yes, the pictures changed position. I don't know. I lost track of you there. Okay, I am muting, so prepare to unmute. Here we go. Okay, we ready.
All right. Karen got out her clarinet.
Yep.
So we'll play a traditional clarinet tune.
Yes. Okay. Pretty well.
Yay! Tell us about the tune.
Clarinet
It's
polka.
called the Clarinet Polka, and I have, honestly, I played it twice before just now. I played it way too fast. So it's a great tune. It's a classic. If you play the clarinet, and you played a long time, then you're going to play this tune. And I have, but I said it's been 20, 30 years more before, but it's a fun one.
Actually,
I went way too fast.
Actually dug the music out of the garage about noon.
That's fast thinking. Yes.
Well, Karen, tell him he needs to get out there to the garage a little bit earlier to give you more practice time.
And it took me the whole length of the song to figure out that it was an E flat.
Yeah.
Good clarinet key.
Correct.
Yeah.
A lot of fiddlers play it, but they don't play it in. They don't play it in B flat. You know, most fiddlers will play it in A.
Yeah.
Something like that. So anyway, so
B flat is not the best fiddle key. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll with the heat, we thought we needed prelude to Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it is a lot there for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call on Chris next. Okay, muting everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready for you when you're ready for us.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm unmuted now. Okay, well, I've been fooling around with the fiddle, so I guess I'll do a fiddle tune. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but we'll see what pops out. Let's see. Can't remember the name of this tune all of a sudden. Oh, well, it's a good tune anyway. There we go.
Excellent. Yay. And that was, you don't remember the title, but it was, yes?
La Cassine Special.
La Cassine Special. Thank you.
Yes, we have the Cajun fans in the
Very
audience.
good. He still remembers those tunes better than I do.
Okay, there's Aaron. Okay, let's move on to Mark. I'm muting everyone. So, Mark, when you can unmute.
Done. Okay.
Let me mute.
This is a blessedly short song from 99 years ago, and it is, bear with me, about a serial rapist who is known to the authorities only as the Creeper. Here it goes. I'm the Sheik of Araby. Your heart belongs to me. Each night before you sleep, into your tent I'll creep. The stars that shine above will light our way to love. You'll rule this land with me. I'm the Sheik of Araby.
More money than Rockefeller. Okay, Chip, Can you give us one?
The Rudolph Valentino theme song.
Ah, yes. Valentino and his famous wristwatch. Muting all. Okay, Chip, we ready for you?
All right, let's see. I have found, in isolation, I have played a little bit broader than kind of my typical repertoire, and that usually involves reaching way back in time. So it made me wonder, you know, this song is what now? Let's see, it's probably 52 years old. So when does a song become traditional? And I'm not sure what the answer to that is, but this to me is pretty traditional at this point. Well, in my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine that hit me from behind? Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Well, Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her way and watch it shine. Watch her watch the morning come. And a silver tears appearing, now I'm crying, ain't I? I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Well, there ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. And hey, babe, the sky's on fire, I'm dying, ain't I? I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Well, in my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine that hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Well, it was dark and silent late last night. I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs that bite. And signs that might be omens say I'm going. I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Now with the holy host of others hanging round me, still I'm on the dark side of the moon. And it seems like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me if I've up and gone to Carolina in my mind. Well, in my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine that hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
Yay!
That was lovely, Chip. But as for its being traditional, a song where the artist's original album came out at a time when I first heard it in a college dorm is not yet traditional, or I am so old it isn't funny.
Well, I was just wondering about that. That was 1968 that James Taylor wrote that, and he wrote it, you know, obviously when they were living in Chapel Hill, which is close to where I went to college. So James Taylor in the 60s and 70s was pretty important to me. But yes, I'm not sure it qualifies.
Well, it qualifies if you get as old as I am and you can't remember who the hell wrote it. Other than that, the working definition of it's folk music if we say it is.
That's right.
No, there's that.
Hey, Yelly. Hello.
Actually, I like to say that folk music is based on the style of the music rather than the age of the song. It's
Yeah.
more or less what style you use to play it rather than where it comes from or what it originally sounded like, even. If Bill Monroe does Danny Boy, it's traditional. John McCormick does it, it's not. So
Yeah.
Wait a
that's
second.
really what it's at.
John McCormick is the grandest of Irish folk artists. What are you talking about?
Ah, he did classical opera.
You know, my
So what?
Duchamp no style. He was singing classical music.
He was also,
Italian opera.
singing Garden Where the Praties Grow.
Yeah, but in the classical style, that's the point. He didn't use the Shawno's folk style of singing.
No,
And that's what I'm trying to say. It's the style of the music that you're doing, not the origin or the age of the material.
Okay.
Okay, whatever you say. I know I used to be real picky about what was folk music and what was not, but the thing that actually unstuffed my shirt was when I realized that there were so many songs like Blue Tail Fly that we thought were folk songs that came out of the minstrel shows. So,
If Joseph Spence does Glory of Love, that's folk.
right. Me too.
Joseph Spence does anything that's folk.
Me, yeah. So there you go. Okay, let's see. Oh, Karen,
Joseph
did you want
Spence did Stairway to Heaven, it'd be folk.
That may be where the line is drawn.
whatever you folks say? Karen, you want to squeeze one in?
Sure.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to do an old time song called Little Birdie.
In the folk
Okay.
tradition.
Okay, wait for me to mute here. I'm muting, and then you can unmute. You guys are still muted. Okay.
That's what can you hear David?
Got to put the capo on the right fret.
It's way up.
It is. D.
I think that's
Try it.
Little birdie, come sing to me your song. I have only been here a short while, but I'll be a long time
nice.
Yeah, well,
Karen, you have a very old-timey voice. That sounded great.
I'm pretty old-timey myself.
Well, I wasn't implying that, but your voice fits that song very well.
Okay.
now in the same key, but quite a different vein. Let me just do this. So I've been going to these Celtic sessions and feeling kind of bad that I don't really have much Celtic material at all. I don't know why. I've got everything else. So I decided I'd learn a new Irish song this week. But the Celtic session isn't till next week, and you know, I guess I'm so taken with this song that I can't resist, you know, jumping the gun and playing it for you guys. It's called The Devil and Bailiff McGlynn. Oh, gotta get the harmonica. I have to have the harmonica for this. Okay, harmonica's in tune. As I walked out one fine summer evening, taking the view by the sea, a couple of rogues out a rambling. Before me I happened to see. Now to learn what these boys were up to, a trifle I hastened me walk, for I thought I could learn their profession when I got within range of their talk. Well, one of these boys was the devil, and the other was Bailiff McGlynn. One was as vile as the other, and both were as ugly as sin. Says the old boy, says he, I'm the devil, and you are a bailiff, I see. Ah, 'tis the devil himself, cries the bailiff. Don't that beat the devil, said he. A young boy ran out from a cottage, and took himself over the field. May the devil take you, cried his mother, and she threw a few stones at his heels. Ah, now why don't you take the young rascal, your highness the bailiff, he cried. It was not with her heart that she said it, the devil he smiling replied. Close by a small patch of potatoes, a piglet was starting to dig, when the owner come by and she cried, may the devil take you for a pig. So the bailiff, now that's a fine offer, why not take a piglet, said he. 'Twas but with her lips that she said it, and that's not sufficient for me. Then a boy up the road saw them coming, and into his mother he sped. crying, mother, says he, there's a bailiff. And she clasped her two hands and she said, may the devil take that awful bailiff. Said the old boy, be dead, that'll do. It was straight from her heart that she said it. So bailiff McGinn, I'll take you.
Yay!
Yeah. Just desserts.
Well, pretty much any bailiff could be taken in Ireland, you know.
That's true. It's not great sport for the devil. Okay, did I get everybody now? For once around? Okay, I'm going to take my traditional bio break here for just a little bit, and then we'll get started again. Okay?
Yay!
Okay for the bio break?
Yeah, oh, whatever.
So how's everybody doing today?
Reasonably. You know, I'm staying in this madness.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm having all my stuff delivered, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I normally stay. This is the month I normally am barricaded in my house anyway.
Yeah. August in Texas. Look out. Hey, Chris. I want to know how many instruments Chris got.
He's wandered off somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm going to head on, but the one thing that would keep me here is to see Ellie again.
Don't forget, y'all, tomorrow's the Stone Soup session at 2 o'clock, so don't forget that one.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you there. Hope you can all join us for that.
I hope the silence doesn't mean nobody's coming. I'm definitely going to be there.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah, I never missed the soup thing. Somebody called it the soup thing the other week. I couldn't figure it out.
The what?
Somebody called it the soup thing the other week. I can't remember.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, you guys ready to go again?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I would start with Stuart, but he's fallen the coop. So Mary Jane, you're next on the list. Are you still there? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm here.
Muting everybody. Okay, now unmute and boogie, Mary Jane.
Okay, there it goes. Now I'm going to do a cowgirl song, which may or may not be classified as traditional. It's not very old because I think the author composer Nancy Thorwardson is still alive, to my knowledge. At least I hadn't heard any that she had been deceased. But this is a joyous song to combat the oh death that I just did. I thought I should end with a good, happy song. So that's what this one is. I'm swinging in the saddle under prairie skies of blue. I'm all through punching cattle 'cause the roundup's finally through. With my high heel boots and Stetson and my brand new fancy gown, I'm headed out without a doubt. I'm painting up the town. I'm gonna paint the town. Gonna throw my money round. They'll be dancing and rolling and wrangling when this cowgirl hits the trail. With my highfalutin ways, I'll be a gal of some renown. My heart's a whirl, this old cowgirl is painting up the town. I'm gonna paint the town, gonna throw my money round. They'll be dancing and romancing when this cowgirl hits the ground. Might even fall in love with the full moon up above. I'm not hanging round, 'cause I'm painting up the town. Yo-day-ho, 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 yo-doo. Wee-hee-dee-yo, yo-day-ho, yo-doo. Yo-day-ho, 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 yo-doo. Wee-hee-dee-yo, yo-day-ho, yo-doo. I'm not hanging round, 'cause I'm painting up the
Yay!
I apologize for forgetting to mute myself. I hope I didn't interfere too much.
That kind of,
I
Mary
didn't
Jane,
hear
that kind of had a
anything
rock and roll in it.
distracting at any rate, if you did play along. Yeah, that one was called Painting Up the Town. Yeah, I don't remember if I said that.
That was great.
Yeah, I loved your
It's a nice
yodeling.
tune.
Swing feeling to it.
I especially like that rock and roll ending that you put on there, where you repeat it 3 times.
Yeah,
Rock and roll.
that was added at. I used to be in a band, and one of my band members insisted that we add that ending to it. He had some rock background also.
Okay. Alrighty, we're around to Jeff and Sandy. So I'm muting everybody.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready for you guys if you can unmute.
We're
And
gonna
I'll
do
myself this time.
we're gonna do a medley of 2 love songs that were the first one was written in 1909. I Wonder Who's Kissing Her Now. And I first heard that one when I was a teenager. There was an album that Harry Nilsson did called A Little Touch of Smilson in the Night. You may have heard that album. And I didn't know that it was a real old song. I thought it was a new song of the 70s, you know. And later I learned about it, and Bing Crosby, Perry Como, all those kind of popular. It was a popular song. And then we're going to pair that with Let Me Call You Sweetheart, which I first saw when I was a little kid watching cartoons. Remember that little bouncing ball that had the words on the TV, Let Me Call You Sweetheart? And that's how I learned that song. And now I learned that it was written in 1910, and it was called a Tin Pan Alley song, which was a name that they gave to a lot of the popular songs back then. So we're going to do this as a duo medley for guitar and the same alto recorder today.
Yes, follow the bounce.
We're playing with other instruments.
Yeah, yeah. I really, the sing along era. After that, Mitch Miller, and
Right.
and some sing alongs survived with Rise Up Singing and so on. But I wonder if the next generation will have any singable music to sing and want to sing it in public with each other. But I would love to. I was never actually in a movie theater with one of those playing. I would love to have, seen that.
Original karaoke.
Yeah.
It's karaoke. I guess karaoke is a sing-along tradition.
Hey, Terry.
Yes.
This is for Mark too. Do you guys remember Mama's old music box?
The Victrola.
It was, yeah, it played "Let Me Call You Sweetheart." So I learned
Wait a minute, the box, not the Victrola.
not Victrola, but the little music box that she had.
Yeah, I sort of remember that.
"Let Me Call You Sweetheart."
Yeah. I also remember she had a classic Victrola and a cabinet filled with records, which were all classical music except 97, Vernon Delhart, and she had 178 of Haywire Mac McClintock doing "Ain't We Crazy."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Anyway. Okay, who's next? Dave, you want to give us a song?
Yeah.
Or are you going to take it? Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Muting everyone. All ready now.
Okay, so this is another one of the poems that I found a tune for. And the poetry is by a man named Edward Lear. And it's called "The Owl and the Pussycat." The tune is Lord Thomas and Fair Eleanor. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl, he sang to the stars above, and he played on a small guitar. Oh, beautiful pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, what a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Come, let us be married, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for the ring? They sailed away for a year plum tree grows. And there in a wood a piggy wig stood with a ring on the end of his nose, a ring on the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for a shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. They took it away and were married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined it on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. They danced by the light of the moon.
I've always loved Dave's setting for that, and one Christmas or Thanksgiving up at Chris's house, I played it, and Alora, yeah, it was Alora, did this little interpretive dance to it. It was really something.
The original ballad to that tune is very distasteful. It's got a lot of jealousy and hatred and murder and death, and everybody dies in the end. It's one of those. So this is a much better use of that tune, I think.
Yeah, nonsense is always preferable to murder and death.
There you go.
That was also one of our mother's favorite poems. She used to recite. So let's see, Karen, you want to do one?
Yeah, we're gonna do Love Farewell.
Okay. I'm muting everyone again, so you'll have to unmute one more time. Hey, when I say ready, we are ready for you to unmute.
Farewell, my land, farewell. All are marching away, farewell. Marching away, farewell. Farewell, my land, farewell. All are marching away, farewell. Farewell, my land, farewell. All are marching away, farewell. Farewell, my land, farewell. All are marching away, farewell.
very nice.
Very, very modal on the banjo. Okay, Dave, Jim.
All right.
Turn. Meeting. Ready to go.
Well, I spent Thursday, unfortunately, at a funeral, and only today I discovered that another friend of mine's father passed away Monday at the age of 94. So, in memory of both Jimmy Monday, whose funeral was Thursday, and Jack Indeck, I'm going to do this one. Some bright morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have flown, I'll fly away. Like a bird o'er fit prison walls has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, so glad and happy when we meet, I'll fly away. No more coal iron shackles on my feet, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
All right.
Hey! Very nice. Yay.
I hope we all made the nice harmony at the end of that, even if we couldn't hear each other.
Well, I have no voice left.
Have one more, Allison.
Okay. Jim and the Becks. Ellen and Karen, please. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All ready.
All right. Berg Rosa, this is the Mountain Rose. I played this once before, but now I have my lovely wife joining in with me.
Lovely.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You.
Hmm? Okay, Chris.
Oh,
My
good.
God, you're still here for round two. I can hardly believe it.
I can't believe you either. I should leave pretty soon, but hey, I'm still here.
Okay, one more then. I'm muting.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to play.
All righty, when you're ready.
Chris, you're muted.
You're still muted, Chris. You're still muted. You're muted.
There you go. Okay, that's better.
There it is. Okay.
So far, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah. You mean you couldn't hear me, right?
That was your warm up.
That was my warm up. Yeah. I'm going to play this tune in honor of my youngest daughter, Alita. She was the only one that Linda allowed a Cajun name for. So, and this little tune, it's "Oh Madame Sostan, give me your daughter. You know, if you don't give me to her, I'll steal her out the window and take her home in my wheelbarrow." Various verses like that. But her daughter's name is Alida. So this tune is for my daughter Alida. Voila.
Very nice.
Hey,
It's alive.
it's alive.
Thanks, Chris. And Chip, can you give us a song? There you are. Muting. Oh. Hard to mute with my thumb pick on, but I got it done. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that's an occupational hazard, I think. I was wearing my finger picks earlier, which are tough to manipulate. So it seems like every time I pick out a song and then I change my mind and then I think about changing my mind back to another song, and then somebody plays something in honor of their daughter or something like Chris just did, and it makes me think of a song that I'd rather do. So I hadn't planned on doing this one, but this is a song I'll do it kind of in honor of my daughter. This is one of my own tunes that she's helped me name several tunes of mine. So this one, and actually I've been there. If you've been to the Pacific Northwest and been out to Cape Lookout, it extends probably 3 miles out into the Pacific Ocean off of the Oregon coast. And I went out there last year with my daughter. And when I came back to Texas, I sat down and wrote this song. So it's called "The Fog on Cape Lookout." The history of Cape Lookout, about halfway out there, about 2 miles out, there's a plaque where there was a military plane during World War II that crashed into it because it juts right out, and they've got a plaque there honoring those soldiers. So this is called "Fog on Cape Lookout." If I can get through it here. I'm going to play with a backup. It's in the key of D. One more time.
Yay!
Thank you. That's not traditional, by the way.
No, it was lovely. You know, Chip, if you don't mind, I think I might, if I find the time, take that and put a guitar track against it, because
Okay.
I was finding a nice little counterpoint with that.
Oh, good.
Get it again. I don't know. Yeah, it was key of D, wasn't it?
You did, yes. And no funny chords.
No funny chords.
No funny
Not
chords.
very many chords, even.
No.
Okay, and Mark has gone to bed. Did I miss anybody? Mary Jane or Sandy? Did I miss you guys on the second round?
You got everybody.
Got everybody. So I guess it's me. Okay. Well, this is a short one, and it's an odd little tune. It's got a strange, verse structure to it. It was written by a guy named Doyle Odell, who recorded it in 1948. And Doyle was a Texan who went off to California, and unlike the people in the song, actually did quite well for himself. He ended up being a protege of Roy Rogers and making a bunch of that kind of music. And this is called Dear Okie. Dear Okie, if you see Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, picking up prunes, making oil out of olives. Dear Okie, if you see Tex, Dear Okie, if you see Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, raking up the gold, playing fiddle in the follies. Now he'll be lucky if he finds a place to live, but there'll be orange juice fountains flowing for those kids of his. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, digging oil wells, all it needs is a shovel. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, selling used cars, just waiting for the suckers. Well, if he takes the freeway to the grocery store, he'll make it if he starts out on the day before. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California. Well, dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, just working in a bank. All it needs is a shotgun. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California, working in the club, just picking and grinning. He'll be lucky if he finds a place to live, but there'll be orange juice fountains flowing for those kids of his. Dear Okie, FC Arky, tell him Texas got a job for him out in California.
Yay! Yay, very nice. Woohoo.
Oh, funny.
I particularly like the bank job with the shotgun.
Actually, I must confess that was my addition. That was the one place I altered the verse. I can't remember what he'd said before,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good.
but thank you, Jim. That's
Salted.
yeah. So well, that's their usual 2 rounds. But if anyone has something else to offer up, we can keep the lines open.
Me, I got to run.
I'll do one more. I was going to do an Irish tune, and that was after Terry said he was going to do an Irish tune. Then Chris is the one that messed me up and said he did something for his daughter. I'll maybe do it twice or 3 times through. Y'all know Out on the Ocean?
Yeah,
The Irish tune.
sure.
All right. Well,
I'm working on my Irish repertoire. So.
all right. Well, here's the first jig you should learn. It's this or the cash.
Let me mute everybody. Okay. Okay, ready, Chip.
All right, this or Kesh are the two first jigs, I think. David may think differently, I'm not sure, but I think those are probably two of the first. That or, I don't know, maybe Swallowtail jig, one of those. But let's do it, maybe, I was going to do it more than that. Let's do it 4 times through. It'll just be quick. Here we go. So jigs are, you know, sausage and taters and sausages, taters and sausages. And if you don't feel like you have to dance during a jig, you're probably not listening because they make you want to dance. So here we go, out on this. Oh, and there's one trick to out on the ocean. You know, most fiddle tunes are they have an A part and a B part, and typically structure is A, B, B. So on Out on the Ocean, the second B part is a little bit different than the first B part, and you have to kind of raise up in your chair when you hear that part. So keep your eye on me. You'll see me kind of lean. I can't lean too much or I'll lose track of my mandolin.
What's the key?
It's in the key of G.
Sound bad. Okay.
Key of G. All right, here we go. Out on the Ocean. Let's start that over again. I just got a text in here, so I'll start that over. Sorry about that. Here we go. Last time. I didn't see anybody dancing.
Very nice.
The only person I've seen dancing playing the banjo would be Uncle Ray Moon. He used to do that, but not many folks. One of my favorite dancing musicians was what's her name from Cape Breton?
Natalie McMaster.
Natalie McMasters.
She's wonderful.
I saw her at a festival when she was really in her prime. She may really still be in her prime, but she was dancing away with that fiddle.
The kids do it too.
Really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Gets on stage with all of them. Her husband and all 4 or 5 kids.
Oh gosh.
But she's as wonderful. She's as wonderful a person as she is a musician too.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, a nice memory. And I guess we'll end on that. And there's more tomorrow at 2 o'clock at the
Hey.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Terry.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Terry.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Bye now.